clients, j'ai tout suite dessus. Le jeu de feu de boucher, c'est le règle d'un point calme, une fille de ton genre. C'est la seule de toi, mais polie, jolie, élégante, charmante. Et sans mentionner, t'es intelligente, mais si rarement que je rêve de toi. Et pense à toi nuit et jour, que pas de folie, j'ai pas de son de l'amour,
You had the colors. There was like the colors of the flag was like red, green, white. So we're like, no, shit. We were really like, there were also a few other friends and they started panic already.
I want to tell you the story about a little cute hummus place in Germany. Now we all remember Germany and Israel had a history, quite a dark one. Actually, one side literally tried to annihilate the other side. But now, when there's another group trying to annihilate the Jews, surprise, surprise, the Germans have become their greatest ally. And you know what? I'm gonna let my friend here tell you that story. So maybe tell us in short about the story of your hummus place after October 7th.
Yeah, so after October 7th, the big panic, the notorious October the 13th came, which is also known as Friday the 13th. There was like a big announcement all over the internet of Black Friday, Friday the 13th, of Hamas to raid Jewish businesses or to hurt Jewish people, business people. So I read this on the internet. I was like, I had the same panic. It was like maybe 5-6 days after the 7th of October. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, so I thought to myself, am I gonna open the place? What I'm gonna do? I don't want to take responsibility for my workers, for my colleagues, for my friends, for the guests who are coming to the hummus place. So I like literally decided to go down and to write, like, make a sign and say, okay, we're not open today, we're closing. That was my intention. So I went down, wanted to open, make the sign, and this was like, I think 5 minutes after 12. We always open at 12. And so downstairs are waiting like two people, and they were like looking at me, and I was looking at them like weird, like, who are you, what are you doing there? And so I understood that they wanted to come in and they wanted to eat. So I told them like, hey guys, sorry, but I don't think I'm gonna open today. I tried to explain them why, and they were like, yeah, we know, we heard. And they said like, look, you don't have to worry about it, you can open, we will defend you, we will be there for you, and if anybody will come, we'll box them out. That's literally what he told them. So I was like, yeah, but I don't know, it's a big responsibility if something will happen. And I was like, no, don't worry, we are with you. And I told them, look, because I thought that I'm gonna close today, I didn't even prepare anything. And they were like, don't worry, just take your time to open, you can prepare your food. We're gonna sit here at the starting day. We have like a chess board. So they took the chessboard and started playing chess. I made them like a tea, and then they were just like sitting down and drinking tea. And I started preparing myself, and I said, okay, you guys, you encouraged me, basically, you convinced me I'm gonna open. So this is basically what happened. So they stayed the whole time until we are supposed to close.
Do you know who these guys were? Like, did you know them before?
I never saw them. I didn't know them before. Apparently they came to Leipzig also they are from Frankfurt originally, and they are football fans. There was like a big football game in Leipzig.
So they're part of the football club.
They are part of the football clubs. They are like ultra fans.
Wow.
Yeah, I understood it later because after it closed for the lunch shift, they say we will come back again after the game. So so the rumor started to spread everywhere in Leipzig, and that day so many friends came to visit and so many people just came. I don't know, everybody heard about that. So everybody just came, like friends came from Berlin. Really, yeah, it was really crazy. So we were having like this table around like the window, And we were like a group of like 10 people. They're all from Berlin, came to visit, and I was there with them. And somewhere around like 1 o'clock after midnight, these two ultra fans, they came with their flags. And they came like, scarves and stuff, so it was dark, so we didn't see. So basically me and my group, my people, we were certain that these are pro-Palestine, but because you had the colors, there was like the colors of the flag was like red, green, white, so we're like, no, shit. We were really like, there were also a few other friends and they started panic already. And then when they really came in, they came already really, really drunk. They were like super,
happy from the game.
Really happy from the game. Apparently they won, or they had what they wanted to have. And then we kept on sitting and drinking together, and
really
we were talking about the situation like the whole night. It was actually funny.
So how did it make you feel as a Jew in Germany? We all know the history and etc. Now, when there's a group of people that want to annihilate the Jews, Hamas, radical Muslims, and in this moment you suddenly find the Germans are among our biggest allies.
Yeah, well, for me it was, I don't want to be over dramatic and say like a big shock, but it was definitely a surprise. I mean, my community, I knew that in some way my community will support me, but I didn't think that it's gonna be like so deep and so real and authentic.
Solidarity then.
The solidarity was, I don't know how to explain it, was, what's the good word for this? Not priceless, it was just real, authentic. People came from all over Leipzig offering help. Like, I have a friend, he has like a security company. He offered me to have like security for free. He would send his people as a friend that I know, and he offered me that kind of stuff. And just like literally old friends of mine that I didn't speak with for like, I don't know, 10 years or something, they're getting in touch, and they say they came with a group of 10 people, and they came to Egypt just to stay and to guard and to help and to see that we have enough security and
to support the Jewish business that is being under threat, basically.
It was literally like that, and that gave me a lot of I don't know, security. And at one point I stopped being scared of I was like, and also this thing that amazed me the most was I approached some of the people that came to help and to support, and I was like, are you guys not afraid of like all the the threats and stuff? And they were like, no, we're not. We're here to support and we're here to help. And it was for me like a big wow, you guys are crazy. Good for you. And that helped me also say look, these people, they are like fearless. And they want to come, and we had pregnant women coming, with little kids, and they knew what's going on, and they came and they said, we're here.
Wow.
We're not afraid. And that was for me wow.
And these were mostly German people.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was, yeah. I even made a crazy post, I was really overwhelmed by the whole support, and I did a crazy post of I feel so supported now by my German community or by German people.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was really beautiful, and actually since then we started getting help, also directly help from the police, which been incredibly crazy supportive. Which is also
I saw the police outside your place quite often.
Yeah, they're all the time, 10 times, 20 times a day. They're patrolling the area.
And that was not before October 7th, right?
It was not before October 13th.
Before, okay.
Yeah. So I heard there was a rumor that it's pretty funny, because I had a rumor that the police heard about these two ultra fans,
the
football fans, that they're gonna help me, and the police were kind of almost offended by, and they said oh my God, the AKKO Hummus bar is getting like protection from the ultra fans, and they were like, it was like for them like, no, we are going to protect. It was like almost like
it's our job.
it's our job to do, not they saw it all over the newspapers.
Yeah.
And this is actually the protection, and they took it really seriously, and I gotta say they're super nice to us. They come in and they check, they really do their job.
Wow.
And yeah.
That's it. Mole. So something interesting that came to my mind. Now that I moved to Europe, you've been living here longer than me. I got worried. Also, as an Israeli, as an Israeli Arab who supports Israel, sometimes you become a bigger target than the Jews. Even the radicals tend to hate you more than they even hate the Jews, because you can expose them more.
Yeah.
You can tell the truth about them. You can tell how they're bluffing the Europeans, and they hate that, and also they see you as a traitor. And I was seeing what's happening in France. I was seeing what's happening in Holland, in Belgium, and I was a bit worried. But then, to my surprise, Germany was different. I feel like in Germany, the police here, the people here, probably and obviously because of what happened in the past, were much more spot on it. You can demonstrate, but the moment you say a word that involves killing the Jews or annihilating them, stop.
Yeah.
Did you feel it as well?
I do. I mean, it was like a sort of like a work in progress. I think that when this situation came to Germany, it was not immediately like that. So they started with all these demonstrations, and they said from the river to the sea, and all this annihilation chants, and quickly it started to escalate. So German people went on the street and said like, no, we don't want that. We've been there. You can maybe criticize Israel, but we don't want to take part of that genocide chant. So like from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Because at the beginning when demonstrators were shouting that, German people didn't know what it means. Like slowly that chant, that thing came out, and people started to understand. And the other protesters, like German protesters, started to say, no, that's not what we want to do. So it went so far, it went so quick, so fast to the politics in Germany, and very fast, like the politicians in Germany, they said like loud and clear, we will not support this kind of stuff. And no flags of like Hamas flags, and there is like also a Hamas organization in Germany, and a few weeks after October 7th, it was actually outlawed. Like they took this organization out of the law. I don't know if you know the name of this.
No.
I forgot. I can check it out, but there's like there is still this organization. They were also getting money and donation from different places, and now exactly. And now it's out of the law. Even this organization. So I think Germany it seems like in Europe, like the first one who's actually taking action against us. This is we can try to find a reason. Maybe it's because of history. We can think about a lot of things, but at the end of the day. Germany is now showing solidarity.
How's the whiskey?
Whiskey's good. Are you trying already the second one?
Yeah, man.
Oh wow, no.
You're enjoying the first one?
Yeah. I'm like always with whiskey, I'm always sipping.
I'm a slow drinker, and I think you're slower than me. Like I've rarely found people that drink as slow as me, because I'm a very social person, so I take a sip and I talk, but you're slower than me.
Whiskey is the only drink that I just sip really slowly. Yeah, it's the only liquor that I actually enjoy. So
I think you're gonna like that one also. It's a very special one.
It's like if you catch me on the weekend, you're gonna act different. You're gonna see me differently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should come and podcast you on the weekend.
Yeah, man. It's
Get
hard.
the real, get everything out.
It's hard to stop me, to be honest. I'm not proud of it. I'm really not proud of it. The next day is horrible. But with whiskey is the only liquor that I actually really enjoy.
I've learned, since I started investing in whiskey, I've learned to love whiskey so much. I didn't know it before.
Whiskey is also my favorite liquor ever, so.
I'll bring you more bottles next time when I go to Texas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So actually, the reason we're doing this podcast, by the way, this is Eldar. Eldar is an Israeli. I can add that later, you know.
Yeah.
Eldar is an Israeli who moved to Germany how many years ago?
I would say 18
years ago. You're a musician, you're a photographer, and you're a hummus expert.
Yeah, hummus place owner, yeah.
Hummus expert, man.
Yeah,
Honestly, I'll tell you, and I'm not just saying that, you know, easily, and I think, you know, as a Druze and Arab, I have a genetic gushpanka kind of to say if I like a hummus or not.
For sure.
And your hummus is probably the best hummus that I ever tried outside of Israel. For sure.
Amazing.
No, 100%. The best hummus I tried outside of Israel is yours. And with Israel, it's competing with the best hummus in Israel.
Oh shit, yeah.
No. Stand shoulder to shoulder with the ones that I tried in AKKO and in Tel Aviv. Like legit. So I don't know, like, how did you manage to do it?
A lot of research.
Yeah?
A lot of going back and forth through Israel. And, yeah.
So you went to really study the art of hummus?
I did, literally.
When you had to do that to come and do hummus?
Yeah.
So the reason I'm here is because you came to me and you told me that you feel like there's a phenomenon that is happening now that not enough people are talking about. And that is, how do you call it?
I call it, not just I call it, there's like already a thing for it. It's called self-hating Jews.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen it before, but since October the 7th, it's getting like bigger and bigger, and I see it also around my, you know, where I live in my city. People, Israelis or Jews that I know, everything that they are doing right now, everything that they are posting on their Instagram stories or any post that they are doing, are literally inciting against Israel. I don't know if they are conscious about it, but they are inciting against Jewish people, also at the end of the day against themselves. And because, you know, if you have like Hamas radicals, at the end of the day, if they see Israelis or Jews, they're gonna kill them. They don't know if they are peace activists. We've seen like peace activists getting murdered, getting kidnapped.
October 7, most of the people who got killed were peace activists.
Yeah, exactly. So at the end of the day, they even kill Arabs, Christians, Muslims. They kill everything. So at the end of the day, they don't, like, radical people, they don't see, okay, you're Jewish, but you're a peace activist, we're not going to do anything to you. So these people are not conscious about it, and I see a lot of that. And actually a few people that I know, that I was in contact in the last years, I know these people even a bit better, a little bit deeper, and I see it, and it's somehow nobody's really talking about it. I don't know why. You have like a lot of like non-Jewish people who are maybe influencers. They're talking about October the 7th and solidarity to this side or that side, doesn't matter. But nobody's talking about this phenomenal thing, this self-hating Jew things. That this is it's hard for me to wrap my head against it, like, or around it.
Well, why do you think, first of all, nobody's talking about it?
Well, like I said before, like, I think like non-Jewish people are kind of like afraid to say, like they would think, like, who am I to criticize Jewish people? Who am I to criticize Israelis? You know, they know better than me, so why should I? And I think
that's probably in Germany more present.
Well, yeah. Well, in Germany, I had this in Germany quite often from Germans said, no, but I'm not allowed to say, I'm not allowed to criticize Jewish people for speaking against Israel or against Israelis or saying that this is genocide. Like, who am I to say that? But I met some other German people, like maybe a few weeks ago, and it was a really interesting conversation that I had with these people. They are organizing like lectures, and they're putting out like books and different things, like explaining. They call it like the mythos of Israel.
Okay.
Yes, I don't know if I showed you this book. It was like a black book.
You showed me that. Yeah.
Yeah. So these guys are like the majority of these people are Germans for sure. Their whole work, their whole missionary work is really to explain what's going on, and
in a good light. I've seen
in a very good light.
Historic light.
Yes, they are also against. They are also anti. They are like Antifa, and they are against AfD and all of like this politically parties of basically Nazis and fascists.
I think it's important to explain that Antifa in Germany is different than Antifa that we see in America.
Well, not even that. You have three different Antifa in Germany.
Oh, okay.
You have the Antifa that is maybe to say pro-Israel, and there's the Antifa that is pro-Palestine. There's the Antifa that is pro-Putin. There's a socialist communist party. They call themselves Antifa. I had a few beefs with the socialist communist Antifa quite often. I had a lot of beef with these guys.
No, I walked with my kid next to a few parks and I saw graffitis and posters of Antifa, and I remember I got worried a little bit because it was getting closer and closer to my home. But then I realized that Antifa here, at least some of them, actually are people who are against corruption, against racism and stuff like that. I didn't know that there was Antifas for Putin.
Oh yeah, man, they're quite big in Leipzig, and they have like a few groups, Handala, or students, student for Palestine, student for peace, and they are like literally, celebrating. I mean, maybe they say they are for peace, or maybe they are for peace, but you see, I mean, if you are for peace and you're protesting for Putin, it's not, you're not protesting
while
for
they're
peace.
invading Ukraine and executing
Exactly.
Germans
So it doesn't make any sense. They are also pro Hamas. They say that. The Handala group in their Instagram and their Facebook, their profile photo was the paragliders of Hamas.
Like Black Lives Matter, they had the same thing.
Yeah. So this is no will for peace. It's will for
Anyone who's
genocide.
pro Hamas today, I would say like a year ago with all the brainwashing propaganda, they might have been fooled. But anyone who's pro Hamas today, after it's the most televised, aired, streamed massacre in the history of mankind. And anyone who's pro Hamas today is the same thing like being a Nazi.
Yeah.
Like in my book, after you know what they did,
Yeah.
no denying it.
Yeah, for sure.
They've raped, they've killed, they murdered, they beheaded, they burned babies alive.
Yeah, so you see, like this group Handala, for example, who are the main organizers? Are Israel, Egypt.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like the loudest protesters even are going on stage.
And let me ask
I
you.
still have videos. I can show you.
I want to hear. I would love to see that. I want to hear your opinion as a Jew, living here and knowing these people. Why do you think would a Jew be pro Hamas or organizing events like that are so anti-Israel, especially in times like this when Israel was attacked so badly? Why would a Jew do that?
I have no idea. It's quite a new thing for me. It's hard for me to wrap my mind about it. It's hard for me to explain. I mean, there are a few maybe explanation of say like, oh, I'm Jewish. Maybe if I'll show that I'm pro-Palestine, maybe I will show that I'm against Israel. Nobody will come and attack me. I don't know. That could be one reason.
Okay.
But if you really think
That's so far-fetched.
yeah, it's very far-fetched. So it's but maybe they have this crazy criticism against Israel, against the government, which I can't understand. I myself, I can criticize the Israeli government
I think
in
most
many
Israelis
ways.
criticizing the Israeli government right
In
now.
many ways,
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the government who is right now in charge. I'm not, but still, and I can understand criticize Israel, criticize the current government, but what these people are doing, they're just like inciting. They're using propaganda. They're using bad Nazi propaganda, and it's a big risk.
They're cutting the branch that they're standing on. They're delegitimizing the only country that will defend them
Exactly.
when shit hits the fence.
Yeah. They're
And-
privileged enough to do this because they know they are basically protected. If something will happen, they can always go back to Israel and be protected, you know. And yeah, I guess
Self-hating Jews.
self-hating Jews. Yeah, you can look it up a little bit. What's like things that are going on. I got bumped into this one guy. He's like a queer person. I don't know how to really describe.
Queers for Palestine guys.
Yeah, but he's a Jewish American Israeli, and I was like accidentally going to a post that Eden Golan posted. She's going to the Eurovision.
Yeah, I watched that with my mom.
Yeah, and I don't know how. So you know, Instagram is sometimes throwing you stuff that you maybe want to see or don't want to see. But anyway, so I saw it. So this guy was. He said so. He posted some. He comment on her post and say, "Drop out, baby. We're boycotting you in Israel." I was like, okay, this dude is like an old creepy dude. I went to his Instagram, you know, account, and I was like, he's a super old guy. I don't know. He's like 50, 60. I don't know. And apparently he's like writing, I'm Jewish, I'm American, I'm queer, I'm blah blah blah. So I felt like the need to write something to him. I was like, hey, you're such an old creep. You are offending young Jewish girls. What a loser. So this is like a tiny example of that. He's Jewish, he's Israeli, he's maybe American as well, I don't know. And he's like texting Jewish young girls and saying, hey, well, you know, he's trolling young Jewish girls. So
Wow.
what is your problem? You know? So you're now on the offense of Israeli citizen. What does that make you? It makes you a Nazi.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're Jewish. Just the fact that you're Jewish doesn't mean that you're not a Nazi. You can be Jewish and still be a Nazi. You know?
Yeah.
Your behavior is literally Nazi. Yeah.
You're supporting a Nazi ideology, supporting Nazi behavior.
He's not just supporting, he's behaving, he's using this behavior himself.
That is insane. A Jewish queer for Palestine. That's a new level. That's like every time I think I've seen it all, then comes they're gonna kill you for so many reasons. For being a Jew, for being a queer, for
American,
for being
yeah.
American, for being Israeli. Wow.
Now, I have to show you his Instagram, it's hilarious.
You need to be a whole new level of
Like if this guy would be anywhere around Gaza or these places,
West Bank, man.
everywhere, and they would hang him.
I would easily say most Muslim countries. Not all, but
No,
most.
not all, but most, yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
Sure. It's like-
That's right.
But just like I said, maybe that's the key. When you feel entitled, when you feel safe, when you feel like you can say any stupid thing that you want that will give you attention and make you feel good. But if shit hits the fence, you will have someone to protect you. Then people start behaving weird.
Yeah.
Self-hating Jews as well. They won't be speaking that when they will be, dragged into a train in Nazi Germany, or when they will be dragged in behind a pickup truck by Hamas. They won't be blaming. They'll be crying. Israel, come and save
Come
me.
take
IDF,
that.
come and save me.
Yeah.
They love to call it now ODF, Occupation Defense Force, something like that. I've seen like some. They'll be crying for these people, these heroes, to come and save them. But now they're
100%.
sitting here. For me, it strikes me, especially when I see women advocating for Palestine or for Gaza, especially for Gaza. they have no idea how are women treated there. Like, and these women are usually have half a head shaved, semi-purple hair, piercing everywhere. You will be the first target
Yeah,
that they will take down.
The first target.
Yeah, and they're the one here cheering and leading, and it's just.
Yeah.
I think they should be checked by a psychiatrist. Seriously, man.
Well, they're doing a good job for Hamas. I give you that. Sure.
Well, Eldar, I think one of the things that really hit me the most is when I heard your story, and I told you that I'm gonna come and start editing at your place and sitting at your place with my son. Is seeing your place and seeing how not typical Jew, you can call it. Your place is very alternative. Your place is very welcoming. Your place doesn't feel, aside from the hummus that tastes very good, Israeli standard stamped, your place doesn't feel like a propaganda hasbara hummus place. It's very alternative, very
very
music,
open. Yeah.
very open. And you told me that you do all kind of events in your place.
Yeah, we're doing a thing called like open mic. It happens once a month at Hummus Bar, and this open mic are people from all over the world are coming, from all over, I don't know, whatever gender, religion, color. They're all coming to this one place to rap and have fun, make music together, and yeah, this is I think this is my part that I do. To show that as an Israeli or as a Jewish person, I'm not in any way for genocide or for killing Palestinians or anybody, and I actually literally give a place to make art in my place.
You said that different religion, different people come to you.
Yeah, we have Muslim people, we have Christian, we have Jews, we have African people coming, everything.
And tonight you're having one of these open mics.
Tonight it's gonna start at 9 p.m.
And everybody's welcome.
Yeah, everybody.
No matter your
besides
religion.
Nazis and.
Besides Nazis and Hamas supporters. I
For
think
sure.
it's fair
For
to
sure.
say. But everybody's welcome. Arabs, Jews, Christians.
Yeah, for sure.
Just come and eat hummus and play some music.
No, exactly.
Wow, I think I'm gonna come, man.
Yeah, you should come. A few hours, it's gonna start.
I need to find what to do with my kid. Maybe I'll bring him, but then his mom's gonna kill me.
Could be a little bit loud, but yeah.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
If you bring like these headphones.
Give him headphones, I'll put him in the toilet, and then social workers will come.
Alma was there a few times as well. She loved that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. So you're a Jewish hummus place. You're a Jewish hummus business owner that opens your business and invites Muslims, Christians, Jews, anyone, LGBTQ, straight, doesn't matter who. Just come and play music.
For sure, they're all welcome.
If a Palestinian will come to your place.
Oh, well, we have a few. We have a Palestinian Syrian there, and
Really?
Yeah.
And you have no problem with that.
We had some problems in the past, but a couple of weeks ago, actually, they came and they apologized.
Really?
Yeah, they did. It was pretty amazing because we had some problems in the past, and this one girl, she actually came to me a few weeks ago, and she came to apologize, and she came and say, look, I know we have some differences, or we had some differences in the past, but because of this wartime and this situation, I want to come and say that actually during this time we should not fight, we should actually be together.
Wow.
And it was actually amazing. That was a big thing for me because some stuff she said before was kind of critical, so it made me really happy that she came to the open mic and said, hey, let's talk, let's be together, we should be together.
Wow.
And I was really like, wow, you're
Respect.
very much respect. So yeah.
I love it. Okay, Eldar, I think we're done. I think you need to try more of the whiskey.
There are places on the earth that are more. Yes, come back to me, Hakuna Matata, like my brother say, we never give up, yes, we are strong, yo.